Recently, the State Minister for Lands, Percy Sinamuganza, had a difficult time explaining to an ad hoc committee of Parliament how Naguru Nakawa land was given to investors to build a hospital.
When I write to Uganda Land Commission bringing them to the attention of the President's directive, and I also tell them to note the other requests, does it mean that I'm tagging it as you say? What do you mean by tagging?
No, Honorable Minister, can you answer this? Do you have an application from Mr. Neil Damani to you?
That these are presidential directive. The presidential directive, as Honorable Kateshuba has highlighted, I stated it properly.
How would we differentiate influence peddling when that happens?
In her defense, Namuganza says she was following a directive from the president to allocate the land to the said investors.
Allow me to read for you this letter from His Excellency the President, which was written on October 20th October 2019, and it was addressed to Honorable Beta Mong, the minister then.
Namuganza is hardly an exception. Several other ministers and government technocrats have found themselves having to defend their actions based on presidential directives, especially where they are perceived not to be in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Uganda. Article 98 of the Constitution provides that the President is the head of state, head of government, commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and the fountain of honor. However, these powers are not absolute. The same Constitution in Article 99 provides that the President is supposed to exercise his authority in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Uganda.
The President is not the law. The President is not the Constitution. The President, yes, is powerful, but he must operate within the laws of Uganda. And all of us as citizens, we must also operate within the law. Anyone who operates outside the law, or anyone who implements or obeys a directive that is illegal, that is not within the law, I think should suffer the consequences.
This country is not governed by directives. It's governed by the Constitution and laws derived from the Constitution. If the President tells you to do something that is against the law, you have to tell him that this the law does not allow. You remember the whole board of the National Forest Authority resigned when the President was asking them to give away Mavera. So there is precedent. So these fellows hiding under presidential directives are also accomplices in the crime. And one day we will get them. They can now get protected. But there is no way you're going to sign an agreement giving away Uganda's coffee and then you say you are directed as if you are mad. You have a duty to tell the President what you're asking me to do, the law does not allow.
Attorney General Kirio Kiwanuka has defended the President's directives, saying they are issued within the law.
Right, Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, when you receive a presidential directive, you determine what provisions of the law are available for you to implement it. So you implement them in accordance with the law.
The presidential directives, should they be in writing or just a verbal, like, I come to you, the President says do this and this?
Right, Honorable Speaker, there is no standard for which you receive a presidential. I've been here a very short time to know how that works, but I received mine in writing.
In writing, okay.
So but I don't see what would stop the President from calling me and instructing me to carry out.
However, Dr. Miriam Matembe, a former Minister of Ethics and Integrity, who is now an activist, says everything revolves around the President.
Uganda Parliament is not a parliament. It's just a mouth. It is not even anybody's mouth. It is Museveni's property. He will call them and order them what to do. We have President Museveni. He is the authority. He is everything.
Dickson Kamugisa advises ministers and government technocrats to follow the law before they embark on implementing the President's directives.
If a president directs you to give money to whoever, finally, it will come back to you. So it is in your best interest to look at some of those directives and say, are they the right? Can I implement this? Is it illegal? What is the impact? If you proceed and do it, in other words, they use you, take money, they say they have given you money when money is going to other people. At the end of the day, you are the one to account.
Jingo Francis, NTV.